Hello and welcome everybody. In this video we will show you some bad habits that you need to quit today in order to achieve success. Habits are involuntary actions that we perform in our day-to-day lives. They form part of our identity. We hardly notice them, but they are always present in our mannerisms and contribute to building our character. There are two main types of habits. There are good and bad habits. Good ones helps us to construct a positive character, while bad ones destroy us slowly. There are some bad habits that can actually prevent us from being successful in life. They are ever-present obstacle on our path to achievement. If you want to quit your bad habits, then this video is for you. Keep watching the whole video and don't skip any important part of it. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news. 1. Leaving things to the last minute. Burning the midnight oil isn't fun, it's exhausting. Those of you who got through college by burning the midnight oil would have learned the hard way. Not only is it damaging for your body, it is also mentally draining as you are constantly in hypertense mode, feeling anxious about whether you can finish your work on time. Start today on a new note rather than react to your deadlines. Be proactive about them by planning ahead, identifying what needs to be done for the week, and getting things done in advance. By staying ahead of your task, you can also use your extra time to plan ahead in your life and get more things done. 2. Looking for reasons to get started. We fall into the trap of thinking there is a perfect time to pursue a goal. Maybe we wait until our career have reached a certain point, we have accumulated enough money, or someone has given us the permission to do so. And while certain conditions are better than others, the stars aren't going to align to create the perfect scenario. Someone I know once said that there is never a perfect time to start a family because something always gets in the way. Similarly, there is never a perfect time to start working on your idea, trying something new, or picking up a skill. The best time is to start now. Along the way, you will make mistakes and keep learning. 3. Being negative. Stay positive and all shall be fine. Positivity is everything. Don't be negative like most of people. It is actually a necessity to have a healthy body. One should never stress on the fact they are so lonely, they have no friends, they have many problems in their life, and so on. This way you become stressed mentally, and stress has physical repercussions too, as it can weaken your immunity. 4. Stop worrying about factors outside your control. Anxiety is especially prevalent today with all the events happening in our lives and beyond. Chronic anxiety manifests itself into physical symptoms such as breathing problems, ulcers, and heart disease. While there are an infinite numbers of things you can worry about, there are only infinite numbers of things you can control. Remember that you can change what others say or think about you. You can decide the actions other people take or how they affect you. What you can do though is to decide what is your next step. 5. Letting someone else determine your worth. When someone praises you, it feels incredibly satisfying. Unfortunately, rejection and harsh words have the opposite effect by tenfold. You instantly feel deflated as your confidence gets knocked out of you. These past memories can dampen your confidence levels as you pursue future endeavors. But the thing is, everyone has different opinions. What one person detests, another person absolutely loves. Who you are and what you do isn't going to suit everybody. Just decide your own worth. 6. You procrastinate so often. Procrastination is an active process. You choose to do something else instead of the task that you know you should be doing. Procrastination usually involves ignoring an unpleasant but likely more important task in favor of one that is more enjoyable or easier. But giving into this impulse can have serious consequences. For example, even minor episodes of procrastination can make us feel guilty or ashamed. It can lead to reduced productivity and cause us to miss out on achieving our goals. If we procrastinate over a long period of time, we can become demotivated and disillusioned with our work, which can lead to depression and even job loss in extreme cases. You need to understand the reasons why you are procrastinating before you can begin to tackle it. Poor organization can lead to procrastination. Organized people successfully overcome it because they use prioritized to-do lists and create effective schedules. These tools help you to organize your tasks by priority and deadline. Even if you are organized, you can still feel overwhelmed by a task. Perhaps you have doubt about your ability and are worried about failing, so you put it off and seek comfort in doing work that you know that you are capable of completing. Some people fear success as much as failure. They think that success will leave them being swamped with requests to take on more tasks. Surprisingly, perfectionists are often procrastinators. Often they are rather avoiding doing a task that they don't feel they have the skills to do than do it imperfectly. Another major cause of procrastination is poor decision making. If you can't decide what to do, you will likely put off taking action in case you do the wrong thing. 7. Being in bad relationships. Are you always dating the wrong guys or girls? Do you end up with jerks all the time? Well, you may not be able to stop yourself from meeting bad partners, but you can certainly stop yourself from furthering contact with them, spending time with them, or ever entering into a relationship with them. I used to invest myself was nothing but toxic for me. After a good 5 months of experiencing nothing but getting burned over and over again, I realized that was a total waste of my time and I deserved better. I decided to cut off, and it was sooner after that I met my soulmate. 8. Dwelling on past mistakes. We all have moments in our past that upon reflection could have been done better or differently. Occasionally, I wonder if things could have turned out better had I made different choices. Still, I remind myself not to get stuck on the past. Instead of pondering over what you can change, use those past mistakes to proactively think about how you would do things today. Failures can be used to your advantage if you are willing to turn them into lessons for the future. 9. Blaming other people. Sometimes it really is someone else's fault that something bad happened. Blaming other people is a futile exercise that doesn't solve anything. Instead, it creates more anger and does nothing to push you forward. If someone wronged you, let go of those bitter feelings and move on. Forgive. Focus on your actions instead. When you start acting, you start taking more responsibility for what happens in your life. 10. Living to please others. Yes, you need to take care of people around you, such as your family, but that doesn't mean you should do things for the purpose of pleasing others. Are you following a path because of others expect of you? Do you act in a way only to gain someone's approval? If you always follow others' expectation to your own dissatisfaction, you will end up looking back and feeling resentment. It's time to take a pause and evaluate what it is that you want. 11. Neglecting the present. Our minds are so busy wandering to all sorts of places that we forget what's in front of us. We get caught up in our memories, aspirations, and dreams. In the process, we misuse our time and miss out on the present. If you are going on a hike, enjoy the greenery and serene sounds of nature. If you are working on something, quit daydreaming about your wonderful vocation. It will be tragic to look back at critical events and realize that your mind was elsewhere all the time. 12. Giving empty promises. There are fewer things more disappointing than when someone makes promises but never delivers. Eventually, the person's words lose their meaning and become devoid of trust. If you want to help someone, think carefully about what that entails before offering to do so. Interestingly, the people that speak the loudest often end up doing the least. The next time you want to do something, take initiative and help out. Let the results speak out for themselves. 13. Dropping trash on the ground. After you finish your food or drink, look for a receptacle for the wrapper or can. Dropping your garbage on the ground is boorish and leaves a mess for someone else to have to clean up. 14. Not smiling. In 2016 study, researchers at Stanford University and the University of Duisburg-Essen found that students who interacted with each other felt more positively about the interaction when the other displayed a bigger smile.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news.
If you learned something new today, then give the video a like and tell us in comments which step you like it more. And here's some others great videos I think you will enjoy. Just click on the left or on the right.